Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today it is time for us to do a Project Pan update. This is only the second update that I have, and I don't have a ton of progress, but I do have one item that I have finished up and then some new items that I'm bringing in. So let's go ahead and show you guys where I'm at with my 2019 Project Pan. So we will start with the one item that I managed to use up, and that is the Body Shop Lightning Shade Adjusting Drops. I was at this mark when I first started, and even though it looks like I've got some product maybe hanging around, I cannot get it out of the bottle. I took the stopper out. Like, this eyedropper baster thing is just atrocious. It's not great packaging, and since I have found that e.l.f. does a version of this, I will start buying it from e.l.f. If they ever updated the packaging, I may give it a try again from the Body Shop, but as it stands right now, this is just not a superior packaged product. Alright, so now let's talk about items that I have not managed to use up but have made progress on. The first is the Skindinavia Makeup Finishing Spray Bridal version. I was about here when I first brought this in, and now I estimate that I am probably down to about here. I can't see through this. I can only kind of shake it, and I feel like when I shake it, I feel product sloshing around at the bottom. I really enjoy this setting spray. I think it's really nice for keeping your makeup on all day, even through like a sticky, sweaty workout. I think this works really well. So if you are someone who is a bride, I would recommend this. Or if you're somebody who just lives like an active lifestyle, you may want to have this. I just think it's really nice. So I definitely will be sad when it is gone. The next item that I have is my Maybelline Dream BB Pure 8-in-1 Beauty Balm, 2% salicylic acid in light to medium sheer tint. You guys can see I've made a really healthy dent on this, and when I look at my progress, I was here originally and now I'm down to here. I'm pretty sure there's an air pocket in here. There's probably less product than this shows, but I'm happy with it. It is kind of a pain to mix this with something else to make it the perfect shade, but it's not that big of a deal. I probably won't buy this again for a while because I do have some other foundation products that I don't need to mix with, and it just would be nice to not have as many steps in the foundation routine. But if you're looking for a decent BB cream, I think this is really nice for a light coverage. Because I use this in tandem, I thought I would just go ahead and talk to you guys about the fact that I'm bringing in my e.l.f. Mix to Match Adjuster. This to me is the best way to have this type of mixing product. It's very easy to squeeze any amount I need. I actually also use this little plastic piece to mix the two together on my little like foundation palette that I have. I have no idea where I'm at with this, and I probably won't finish it because once I'm done with the Maybelline BB cream, I'll stop using it and then bring in a foundation that doesn't require any kind of mixing. I go through phases where like sometimes I don't mind mixing, and then other times I'm like, I'm just super sick of having to do this every single morning when I could just pump a product out of a bottle versus having to mix it and then put it on. Next product that I have that I'm super close to being done with is the Physicians Formula Spotlight Illuminating Primer Base. This is supposed to be the like Becca Backlight Primer dupe. I don't love the Backlight Primer, and I also don't really love this. This is where I am at with it. Basically scraping at this point product out with my beauty spatula just so I can get all drops out of it. It's not necessarily bad. I just feel like for my skin, I prefer more of a pore filling primer, and this doesn't really have pore filling properties. Next up, I have the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind for dark circles in the shade Fair. This is where I was at the first update, and this is where I am now. This is shocking how like little progress I have for about 6 weeks worth of usage. I use this every single day, basically 6 days a week. And what I notice about this is that I might like click this pretty repeatedly, but then like for maybe 3 or 4 days after I do some clicks, I can still get product out of the sponge at the very top. So I feel like that's what makes this last so long, is that you really have to like sponge it onto your eye, and that helps to sort of create more longevity with how much product you use. So I guess that's a good thing, and I'm not really in the market to buy more concealers because I do have another one to try after I'm done with this, but I'm just surprised at how long it took to make that much progress. Like, that's 6 weeks and it doesn't feel like very much progress has been made. The next thing I have, which I can't do any lines for, is my RK by Kiss Eyeshadow Magic Primer. This is where I am at with it. When I pull it out, you can see that the stick is looking a little bit cleaner, but you can still see quite a bit of product on the doe foot applicator. I have tried looking in here to see if I can get any sort of read on what's left, but I really have no idea. This is just a going strong for the long haul type primer. I did not think it would last me this long. I have no problems with it, but I start to look at the fact that I have, I don't know, 2 or 3 other full size, not of this, but just full size eyeshadow primers, and I feel like it's gonna be years before I can get through them. Next item that I have is my Benefit Watts Up. This, I have some really healthy progress on. I was at this black line and now I am down to here. This is what the product looks like. I definitely feel like probably in the next 2 months I will get this used up. It's fine as an eyeshadow base. I'm pretty sure I have 1 more of these once I'm done with this. So basically once this is gone, I'm pulling that one back out, and I'm hoping that by the end of 2019 I'll be done with all of my Watts Up highlighters in my collection. Next thing that I have is my Make Lip Gloss in Victoria Plum. I never really have any progress to show on this because it's hard to see with the way the packaging is designed. I'm actually taking this out of the project. I'm just not like loving it right now. I'm not loving the color personally. And so I wanted to actually switch it out with this. This is my Essence. I have no idea what the product name is or what the color name is, but I am about here on this product when I look at the way the product settles, and I just like this color. I like applying it. I have taken the stopper out of it, so I'm not able to travel with it. It only stays on my vanity, but I apply it in the morning with my L'Oreal lipstick, and I just like the combination together, so I figured I would just go ahead and take this out for now. I don't want to declutter it just yet. I want to try it out maybe like in the fall time and see if I like the color then, and if I still don't, I'll declutter it then, but in the meantime, this thing is coming in. And while we're talking about it, my L'Oreal Ferris Nude, I was really trying to like work on the pointed tip to make this more even. And this is what we're looking at for progress. It's not noticeable, but I'm also not traveling with this. Like I don't carry it with me. I just apply it in the morning, which will probably draw out how long it takes me to use this up. But I don't really care as long as I'm getting use out of it and it eventually will get used up. That's the big goal for some of these lip products because I'm just not a person who applies a lot of lip product every day. I'm more of a chapstick girl, and so that's what I gravitate towards more during the 9 to 5 hours. All right, the last 2 things I have an update for are my 2 pencil products. The first is the Julep Win Pencil Matte Gel. This I have some pretty good progress on, but it is going much slower overall than I thought it would. I have been using this for quite some time. It's the only eyeliner that I've really been using in 2019, and I just prefer to use more of my felt tip and liquid type liners. So I'm happy that I'll be done with this in the future, but I just wish it wasn't taking me so long to get it worked through. And then we come to the NYX Wonder Pencil, this tiny little pencil. Again, just like per usual, slow and steady, minimal progress happening here. But again, I will not be surprised if this takes me until the end of 2019 to use up. The last product that I wanted to bring in, since I know the Physicians Formula Primer will take me like maybe 3 or 4 more days to use up, I wanted to bring in this Laura Mercier Foundation Primer in Radiance. I haven't really gotten a whole lot of use out of this, so I don't have much of a starting mark per se, but I am looking forward to getting more of my samples used up. I think I only have, after this one, like 5 more deluxe size samples, and then I'm going to work more exclusively on full size guys. I'm just tired of seeing all those little bottles hanging around in my little primer box, so hopefully I can get this used up between now and the next update along with the Physicians Formula 1. All right guys, that is it for this update. I'm really hoping that next month I have at least 2 of these products used up, if not 3, but I will definitely keep you posted on my progress, and I'll talk to you in the next video real soon. Bye.